Hello everybody, and welcome to this brief Warframe news video. We have a lot of kings coming out that I want to talk about. There's St. Paddy's Day, there is some new skins, and new content. So I do briefly want to share just some basic info about all of these upcoming events. Okay, so we've got, once again, for the St. Patrick's Day this year, the color palette is going to be available. There is also a platinum giveaway that you can enter. It says only 3 people are going to win. But the most important part about this is actually going to be the color palette. You can get the Shamrock one. It's going to be 1 credit in the store. So real quick, I'm going to show you what that looks like here. So the Shamrock color palette, it is actually gonna be, where are we at here? It is this lovely color palette here. It does have some blues, it has a lot of greens, obviously. We got some nice oranges, and we have a nice few shades of yellow on this. And again, this is only gonna be 1 credit. So if you haven't picked it up, I do recommend that you pick it up anytime you see a seasonal palette in the store that's only credits, or anytime you see Barracuda palettes that you can just get using resources in the game, or anytime you see any kind of event palettes that you can get in the game, or Nightwave ones, I recommend you do so, because free color palettes are amazing and good for fashion frame. Now, this is available. I think it said that this is going to be up to the 13th of March. I'm not 100% on that, but this is currently up in the store. What you want to do is you want to click on Featured, and you want to go to the Seasonal tab. There is also this glyph here of Bingwu, the horse, because of Year of the Horse. And then there are just a bunch of other, looter do your items. I don't think anything else is just for credits, though. Oh, there is a calligraphy poster down here that was 1 credit, and I think that is it for the free items that you can get in the store. But yeah, you want to make sure that you do that. And then we're gonna move on to our next topic, guys. So our next topic here, we're going to be talking about some of the dev stream that came out yesterday, with some of the updates there. So here we are going to be getting the Shadowgrapher. I'm not really sure how to properly say that, but this Warframe is going to be named Folly, and she has ink actions, so kind of like a writing themed Warframe. So that's really cool, like writing an illustration. And let's see, there's gonna be a Follies Hunt game mode, it said. I don't know if there's specifically gonna be any quests related to that, but it is definitely going to be a game mode. We also have the anniversary that is going to be starting on March 13th with the Dex items returnable, and they usually always include at least 1 new item, or try to as well. And usually during the anniversary there are also alerts for lots of other fun items, so you want to keep your eyes out on the alerts tab in game. Now, in addition to Folly, and this looks really cool here with the ink blots, I really hope there's like a cool ephemera or something linked to that. Now, what it does say here, some of the abilities, it says the passive here, her abilities coat enemies in ink that slows their movements. Enemies that die while inked can turn or congeal into health or energy orbs. We've got Force Perspective, drop through an inky frame and emerge at the aimed location, doused in ink. This sounds really similar to Hydroid's water movement ability. Generally, with these movement abilities, they usually end up getting turned into helmet slots because we love Grendel with the energy orbs and the viral. However, given that her enemies she kills can turn into energy orbs, we might see other opportunities here to really use some ability strength or other better utilities. We've also got Shadowgraph. It says bring Shadowgraphs and Folly sketchbook to life as items that can be used for tactical advantage. Some of these realities can include Thermian RPGs, explosive bearers, and more. So it says items, so I'm really not thinking this is going to be a Summoner's Wrath or kind of a Warframe. We'll just have to wait and see. And then it looks like there's unique art pieces you can use with Shadowgraph. So maybe you can draw your own kings, I don't know. It also says self-portrait, draw an ink effigy to absorb damage dealt to Folly while pulsing ink blot onto nearby foes. Kill enemies to grow the effigy and its ink blot radius. So that's interesting. Sounds like range is going to be pretty important for builds. And then the last one here, we've got plain air. Tie nearby enemies to floating balloons that douse them with ink blot. Pop the balloons to send them fresh into the ground. Falling into an ink puddle will damage nearby enemies. It all sounds pretty interesting, but we're going to have to really see how it plays. But they're definitely good sounding abilities. Because, recently we did have that event with the alerts where we could get Daggett for free, and I have been meaning to do a review on Daggett, but it just feels like she has, their circular AoE, but that's slightly worse than Mirali, in my personal opinion. The duration there is just not where I really feel it should be. So this sounds a lot better, at least. And it says she is going to have a beam rifle. Don't know if it's going to say anything. There's also going to be a helmet. And then it says, return to the ruined lobby of the Vesper Relay to enter new game mode. You do have to complete the Chains of Hero quest to be able to do this. Okay, and it says, in the hunt, you will collect paint and bring it to a canvas while being pursued by Folly. Sounds like a lot of fun. Probably how you earn the parts then, too. And then it says, after the Shadowgrapher, the next event is going to be Operation Atramentum. This limited time event will see clan trophies return alongside new and returning rewards for Tenno to acquire. And then we've got a couple of skins they're showing here, which is Goss Moto and Grendel Turbis. So we've got really some high mecha looking skins here, kind of more Gundam-like, I guess. So it says, along with the new skins, there's going to be signature weapon skins, armor attachments, Sandana sigils, and of course emotes. So that's pretty exciting. We don't have a lot of skins for Grendel, honestly. Unless you get one of the premium skins, you're just kind of, the base skin just isn't that good, in my opinion. And then let's see, it says brand new customizations called Acrographs are releasing with the Shadowgrapher. These strictly cosmetic enhancements. They're going to give you select mods with unique foil wrappings and new art. You have to get a chromatic atramentum in order to apply the atroglyphs to a specific mod. So I guess you're just going to give certain mods new appearances is what that's about. And then some of the new Tennogen items we're going to get, it says there's going to be some Sandanas, some Sigmas, new Nova skin, a new Styanak skin, and a new Hammer skin. And we have some upcoming additions and changes as well here. We're going to get new faces for the Drifter and Operator. That's good because when they went to the new Operator system, it messed up the perfectly good appearance I had on my Drifter beforehand. And I can't say I'm 100% happy with how my Operator or my Drifter looks after that change. I did my best to get her back to normal, but still. There's going to be new Honoria, which are the titles. There's going to be a new adversary weapon, the Tenet Quanta. So that's exciting. I think that's like that arm-firing weapon. Kind of looks like a bow, I'm not sure. It's not one that I normally use. We've also got, it says the Dark Refractory awaits you once more. The Parade Rebellion brings the Guilty, which if you figure out how to unlock it, offers a difficult new node to confront. So that sounds like another challenge. And then quality of life changes, including speed up mechanics to survival, adjustments to excavation clan overhauls, a cold status against players, and Arctic Xmas rework, plus mantle improvements and grind reductions. Survival is receiving a new mechanic that will help speed up the game mode. Security credentials pickups will spawn around the survival map, which requires the Tenno to search around for them if desired. Once found, Tenno must take the security credentials to a nearby alarm or interactable console, which will be marked on the map. Once activated, the mission timer will double in speed for 60 seconds. Importantly, the rate at which your life support extinguishes does not change. We're going to hope that people are still paying attention and relics to their party to make sure everybody has their 10 relic things to open it. that could be fun. Otherwise, see what happens. Excavators have had their survivability scaled up to better ensure these machines don't die nearly as quickly. Excavators at spawn are now temporarily invulnerable. Excavators now have built-in shield gating. A general durability of the excavators has been increased. So you don't necessarily always have to be on Frost or Limbo, I guess, if you're playing high-level excavation. Cold status Arctic Xmas rework. Arctic Xmas previously ignored line of sight. Their effect was invisible, hard to see, and it stacked multiplicatively if multiple were around. Now it adds cold status effects to the player, meaning the cold status effect now interacts with status defenses and immunities. The cold status placed on a Tenno only procs when you're inside the bubble. Cold status on you now stack up to 4 times with a 10% slow per stack, so you will always know where these guys are because you won't be able to get away. An important note, this is only in how the Tenno react to cold status, not how the cold status affects enemies. And then clans are receiving an overhaul. We've got clan mission resource bonus. In the clan vault, you'll see extra resources sent for building and researching purposes. Clan matchmaking will help you match with your clanmates or only queue together with your clanmates. That's for those of you who are in a bigger clan, I guess. If maybe you're not using Discord and you just, because Discord's been a hot mess, and so maybe people just want to squad up in game, but maybe you didn't see your chat for whatever reason, I don't know. And then it says there's clan weekly initiatives that will reward clan members for playing together. Squad up with clanmates to earn bonus clan vault resources and earn personal rewards in the process. Clans can now acquire a clan lift prism. Wow, I cannot speak today. And lastly, 50 or so new clan decorations will be available. That's pretty exciting. See, our goal is to make mantling faster and more fluid. Oh, I believe that's what they mean by mantling. Maybe that's just your leveling up of your mastery rank. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Grind reductions. We've tweaked various grinds around the origin system. Those affected include Nidus, Korra, Equinox, Ivara, Raton, Lato, Vandal, Exceltruck, Corius, Karudo, Arum Spinos, Spirothix, and the Wolf Sledge. And then New Parida, Rebellion tiles are in development. Requiem relics are also going to get an update. The current relics are going to be retired and they will be replaced by a single relic. This new Eternia relic no longer has any weighted role when acquiring Requiem mods. With the Shadowgrapher, Tenno will receive 8 of these new relics upon login. The Awakening remaster is still underway. I don't know what you're going to do with the current relics though. Like, are they going to automatically turn into the new relic? Are you going to be able to exchange them? I don't know. We'll have to see what is in the news for us later. And then it says Paladino in the Iron Wake will have more to buy with your Riven Slivers. That's exciting. The crafting time of Excalibur, Volt, and Mag has been reduced to 24 hours. Now, these are generally the starting Warframes, but you can also acquire their blueprints from the Clan Dojo. Pretty sure you still can. I know you can definitely... You know what? I might have to eat those words. I'll have to see. They rotate the starting frames and then what you can build in the dojo. I'm gonna have to look at that. And then Barracuda bring back the Drippy Glyph, an all-timer. Wow, I can't speak today, guys. Anyway, that was a lot of news that we've gone through. Anyway, I think we have covered just about anything important. Last minute reminder, if you have Lunar New Year things you want to get, make sure you're getting those because those are probably going to go away once the St. Paddy's Day stuff is done as well. So I believe there's just a week left on it. Make sure that you're getting any cosmetics that you want, like I said. And then I am really excited to test out this new Warframe. Now, generally, it doesn't quite sound like my playstyle, but I'm a collector, guys. I like collecting one of everything. I do have a checklist, and I try to collect as many Warframes as possible. As you can see here, I finally got my Jade, who I've been on for this video. I was so excited because I have done so many runs of Brutus and barely got any parts, and then they all kind of dropped at once. But I am going to end this video here, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Questions are welcomed in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.